matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Florida's offense will have the opening possession of the game. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressures. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. Quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going, make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Payne. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and they go to the ground. There he goes. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer going?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator!
We knew this offense wanted to come into this one establishing the run, guys. They didn't even attempt to throw on their first drive. They were more physical. They were pushing guys around up front. This guy caps it off with a nice touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Arkansas's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Yeah, that happened to QB. Calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll field the punt and take it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Pulls and fires complete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much in the roughing the passer penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air on first down. He'll pull it down and run. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down. He's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed. So hard to stop.
Tight end now in motion. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. That's going for the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed the 12th man with them, too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in College Station. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go right back to the run. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
Back to pass, it's Maddox. Makes the catch, it's Davis. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Throwing right. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
And the Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Bean. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Here's the handoff. Creates a little space. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their work.
Turning it on! Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the 1st down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. On the run, it's Rousseau. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the 10. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he's got it inside the 20. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
Man, on a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't get them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal with the Souths. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Into the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Looking to throw. He gets into the end zone for the 2, and that is big. It's now a 3-possession game. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Up now, here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Maddox. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the...
Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
So now it's second and long. Motion from the wideout. And back to the air on second down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
He lofts one down the sideline. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Takes it the other way.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The give to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's second and 12. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Snagged out of the air. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Gators racing to the line in the hurry up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets it out quickly. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Gonna run it. It's Bean. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Handoff to the single back. Got the first down and more. Touchdown Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And he tacks on the extra point. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Dropping back, it's Maddox. Fires complete on the crosser. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
They just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field and make plays for them.
The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to swing it on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Complete on the deep ball.
And that's a big shot. That's a big incompletion. But this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
He'll keep it himself. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Nice job there by the QB on the center because he's watching the D lineman and he knows he has to keep the football, and he right away takes it upfield to get some positive points.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Looking downfield, it's Maddox. Unloads it left. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. And the Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. The Gators line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Shakes off the defender. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Got his man in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Looking to throw, it's Maddox. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He's got him. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. Makes a move. Touchdown, Florida! Stealing a score on special teams. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an... on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Back to the ground with the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Dropping back, it's Maddox. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's loose. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on.
They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got his man, and he's wrestled to the ground.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Running back searching for a hole. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be fourth down.
Really good job by this defense. Third down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big third down stop.
Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
The result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Razorbacks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. He'll do it himself. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Maddox. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball is in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Navy is getting handled right now, and for this to be happening to this program in front of these fans, it's almost inexplicable. They're trailing by 14 to USF.
Looking downfield on first down. On target.
Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got room to work. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. The Gators in the hurry up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. We've reached a break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Using his legs, it's Bean. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Steps away to find some room. Zings it complete to the right. Knocked off his feet.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. You know, rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Turning it up. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. There's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And the Razorbacks in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. Still on his feet at the 45. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Razorbacks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backups say you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
And this one is perfect. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Wants to fire on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
He's got it along the sideline. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. And the Gators are on the move. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And they tacked on the extra point.
52, Arkansas, 13.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Wants to return it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Send the tight end in motion. To the air on 1st down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This 2nd half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got his man. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the 1st.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. That is no good. Because no game is perfect, something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.